Welcome to our US Briefing Show. Today, we've got a mix of exciting and serious news to share. First up, Elon Musk is making waves by announcing plans to create a new political party in the US through his platform X. He's also throwing some shade at President Trump's big, beautiful bill, warning it might push America toward bankruptcy. It's definitely a story to watch as Musk shakes up the political landscape. Next, we turn to Texas, where a fierce flash flood has caused heartbreak and chaos. Over 51 people have lost their lives, including 15 children, and rescue teams are still searching for 27 missing girls. Despite weather alerts, the storm struck suddenly, leaving communities devastated and emergency crews working tirelessly with helicopters, boats, and drones. It's a reminder of how powerful and unpredictable nature can be. Finally, in Brazil, Chinese Premier Li Qiang is celebrating a historic partnership with President Lula during the BRICS summit in Rio. They're talking about boosting trade, infrastructure, and even space projects. With global tensions rising, this alliance aims to promote a more balanced and cooperative world. It's a fascinating development in international relations that could shape the future. Please continue to watch for more details on these stories. Deutsche Welle reports on Elon Musk's bold move to intensify his political influence in the United States by announcing plans for a new political party on his platform X. Musk's recent criticisms of Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill highlight his willingness to challenge established political figures, warning that Trump's policies could bankrupt America. Musk's strategic maneuvering reflects his desire to reshape the political landscape, positioning himself as a key player in U.S. politics and signaling a potential shift in the power dynamics within the American political arena. The Associated Press vividly captures the devastating aftermath of a fierce flash flood in Texas, which resulted in at least 51 deaths and the disappearance of 27 girls at a summer camp. The story vividly describes the relentless floodwaters rising 26 feet in just 45 minutes, tearing through homes and camps, and leaving a trail of destruction across Kerrville and surrounding counties. Rescuers, battling treacherous terrain, used helicopters, boats, and drones in a heroic effort to save stranded victims and search for the missing, highlighting the chaos and tragedy wrought by the sudden natural disaster. Community leaders and officials, overwhelmed and under scrutiny, emphasized the unexpected severity of the storm and the urgent need for better warning systems to prevent future calamities. South China Morning Post details Chinese Premier Li Qiang's enthusiastic praise of China-Brazil relations, describing them as the best in history amid rising global tensions. During his visit to Rio de Janeiro for the BRICS summit, Li emphasized the importance of multilateralism, free trade, and cooperation within frameworks like the United Nations, BRICS, and G20. The article underscores the deepening partnership between China and Brazil, highlighting agreements on infrastructure, satellite development, and artificial intelligence, as well as efforts to diversify trade and reduce reliance on the U.S. economy. This diplomatic engagement signals both nations' shared vision of a more equitable, multipolar world, countering Western dominance and fostering strategic alliances in the face of global competition. According to the South China Morning Post, many U.S. cities remain receptive to Chinese investments despite escalating trade tensions. Local officials see Chinese capital as vital for economic growth, especially in manufacturing sectors that are difficult to source elsewhere. For example, mayors in Illinois and Wisconsin actively seek Chinese investments related to agriculture and automotive industries, recognizing the potential for job creation and innovation. California and New York have traditionally welcomed Chinese real estate and tech investments, largely unaffected by national political rhetoric, as local voters tend to be less influenced by hawkish policies. City officials express a pragmatic approach, emphasizing the importance of sectors perceived as benign, such as consumer products, while remaining cautious about geopolitical issues like the South China Sea dispute that could influence public perception of Chinese involvement. Yahoo US highlights the ongoing expansion of presidential powers under Donald Trump, raising concerns about the erosion of democratic norms. Trump's unilateral actions, such as ordering military strikes without congressional approval, imposing tariffs under national emergencies, and deploying federal forces against protests, set dangerous precedents for executive authority. Despite some court rulings against these actions, the president's influence over agencies and the judiciary appears to be strengthening, with Congress largely passive due to partisanship and loyalty. Experts warn that these trends threaten the balance of power, echoing historic fears from Arthur Schlesinger Jr.'s The Imperial Presidency. The consolidation of authority under Trump signifies a worrying shift where future presidents might follow similar paths, undermining the system of checks and balances designed to prevent authoritarianism. Meanwhile, Yahoo US reports that North Dakota lawmakers are planning a security hearing following violent attacks in Minnesota that targeted prominent Democratic leaders. The incident, involving the killing of House Speaker Melissa Hortman and the wounding of others, has prompted discussions on safeguarding legislators. Lawmakers are considering measures such as removing publicly available addresses from official websites to prevent targeted violence, with some expressing concern over the balance between transparency and security. The tragedy has intensified debates about how to protect elected officials while maintaining open government, with some advocating for more discreet contact information and enhanced law enforcement collaboration. This incident underscores the need for proactive security measures amidst a tense political climate where threats against public officials are increasingly alarming. Yahoo US reports on the ongoing battle surrounding mail-in ballots in the United States, highlighting President Trump and Republican efforts to restrict late ballot counting, which they argue causes delays and feeds conspiracy theories. Trump's executive order, although paused by courts, seeks to enforce a strict federal law that mandates ballots be received by Election Day, citing concerns over the legitimacy of ballots arriving afterward. Several states, including Kansas, North Dakota, and Utah, have already passed laws eliminating grace periods for mail-in ballots, aligning with the GOP's push for a uniform Election Day deadline. Meanwhile, California, despite its lengthy vote counting process, is considering reforms to accelerate results, with Democratic lawmakers proposing shorter timelines to bolster public confidence. The debate underscores partisan divides over how votes are counted and the perceived integrity of the electoral process, with Trump's rhetoric fueling fears and accusations of election fraud, even as experts emphasize that late ballots are reliable and secure. In Yahoo US's coverage of Laura Loomer, the far-right influencer and Trump loyalist emerges as a powerful yet controversial figure within the MAGA movement, especially regarding foreign policy. Loomer, who has gained notoriety for her conspiracy theories and aggressive tactics, has become an informal advisor to Trump, influencing key personnel decisions and even triggering the firing of top national security officials like NSA Director Timothy Ha. Her close relationship with Trump, despite lacking an official government role, allows her to shape his views and actions, including his recent decision to strike Iran's nuclear facilities, a move that surprised many given her previous anti-war rhetoric. Loomer's unwavering support for Trump's policies, coupled with her willingness to criticize White House aides and other influencers, underscores her significance in the MAGA ecosystem, where loyalty to Trump often outweighs traditional policy concerns. As her influence fluctuates, her story exemplifies the power of online personalities in shaping the president's agenda and the internal dynamics of the Trump administration. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Stocks to rise and sometimes shiver. Economy goes up and down. In this game, we wear the crown. Startups popping like the news. Crypto fashion headline views. Diversify your gains and play. Ride the wave, don't miss the day. Markets moving, never still. Cash in hand, it gives a thrill. Fortunes made and fortunes lost. Pay the price, no matter the cost. Traders hustling 9 to 5. In the numbers we all thrive. Interest rates, they steal the show. Up and down, they always know. Recession tails, inflation the car.